This is Nathan Oldfield, your IT coach. What I'm going to show you in this video is how to use a product called Roboform. Now, Roboform is a password management tool that allows you to securely store all the usernames and passwords that you need to, so that you don't need to use the same password across different services just so you can remember the password. Now, that's a huge security problem. There's been recent breaches of security that have been in the media, such as eBay and Apple. So it's always good practice to use a different password on every different service that you sign into. And using a product like Roboform allows you to do that very easily without keeping passwords recorded on bits of paper and the like. So if you go to the youritcoach.info site, click on the resources tab, scroll down a little bit, we've got a link there for Roboform. Now that will take you to the Roboform webpage. Basically here, just click on the big green button that says download now. That will, funnily enough, just download the file for you. So it's about 15 meg. Just so happens I downloaded one earlier, so I will just run that to save a bit of time. Security warning, installing on Windows here, so just click yes to that. Now I'll just close down Chrome because it will want to, it does integrate into the web browser, so it'll want to have, if you've got, I have Chrome, Firefox and Internet Explorer installed on this machine, and it will need to have them all closed to do the integration. Standard sort of process to install it. A link to the agreement if you want to read that. Next to install, here it's detected that I've got these browsers installed, and I do want to have the integration, so I can show you how that works. I don't want to make Roboform my start page, so I'll leave that one blank. Wants me to close down that folder, do that, and then it will continue the installation process. Okay, so there's two different, variations of Roboform. It's the same program, and you can change it later. I'm going to install the desktop one now for this demo. The everywhere version is what I do use on my primary computer, and it's what I recommend just for the purpose of this demo and how Roboform works. I'm going to use the desktop version. Now, the everywhere version allows you to synchronize all your details across different devices. So if you've got a laptop, a desktop computer, an iPhone, an Android device, you can install the Roboform apps on those, and with the everywhere service they all synchronize together. So that's very handy, and I do use that on my main computer. But for now I'm just going to show you the desktop version, which is exactly the same software, and you can upgrade to everywhere and just basically tell it to sync to your online account once you sign up for that. Now the master password is the password that's going to secure all the passwords stored on this computer. So every time you record a username and password into Roboform, it encrypts it, and the way to get back into it is with this master password. So it's very important that this password is A, secure, i.e. long enough and complex enough, and B, you never forget it. So if there's one password you need to remember, this is the one. So I'm going to just pick a password here that will hopefully satisfy their requirements. So you can see here the indicator there saying that's not a very good password, and you can do different things. As you type different passwords, it'll give you an idea as to whether it's a weak password or a strong password. Just retype the same password. Okay, yes, please memorize your master password. It can't be recovered if you forget it, so it's very important. It'll just continue on its little setup process. Launch the site here. Okay, so it has an extension for the Chrome browser, and you can see here it's wanting to enable that, so we're going to do that. And then what you'll see is a little Roboform icon appear up in the toolbar there, and I'll show you how we use that. So we'll just open up a new window here. Okay, so there's a few different ways to use this. Basically, the way I use it mostly is every time I go to log into a website that requires a username and password, you use this the first time I do it, Roboform will prompt me to record the password. So I'll show you what I mean. If I go to log into the back end of my WordPress site, Okay, so I've put my username and password in, click login. So what happens is Roboform pops up and is asking me whether I want to save this password, and I do. So at this point I can rename it. Now I save all things to do with your IT coach with as a YITC, and then I'll put WordPress admin, and then I'll say yeah, save that. Now I need to put in the master password to unlock the main Roboform database. Okay, so that's now telling me to save that in the database. So what that does for me, I'll show you what happens here. So if we log out of there, and I'll even close down this browser and get that to log out. So I've closed down Chrome, and what I'll do now is I will open Chrome back up. So there's a couple of ways this can work. It could be that you just go to the page where you need to log in, and all I do is click on the little Roboform icon, and it will show me that it's recognised this website, and it's got what's called a passcard there, or a login that I can use. So all I need to do is click on that, and it fills it in for me and logs in, and it's that simple. There's another way you can use it. Now Chrome wants to save the password, which I do not want. So I'll show you the other way it can be used. Is we'll log out, just open up a new page. So you could be anywhere. You could be on a totally different website. Okay, so you could be on any other website and you want to go and you think, right, I need to go and log in and do some work on my WordPress site. What I do here, the way I use this is I just click in that little box there and type in something I know is part of the name. So as you can see, it does a search and searches for all my passcards. And now in this case, I've only got one because I've just set this up as a demo. I click on that. What it does is it takes me to the website because it records the web page as well as the username and password. So it will take me to the website, enter my username, enter my password. So you can see here it's taken to the site, entered the details and logged in, and there we go. That's as simple as it is. Now it's a little bit different, it's probably a little bit easier in the other browsers, Firefox and Chrome. I'll show you how it shows up in those two browsers. So we've logged out of there. I'll just close down Chrome, bring up Firefox. It looks basically the same in Firefox as Internet Explorer. It displays probably a little bit, it's probably a little bit easier to use because it shows up, it creates its own toolbar here. Now all I need to do is I just click in that search box, type in what I want, start typing it in, click on it, goes to that web page and logs in. Now this works across other devices. So this is on a laptop. If I then have a PC and I'm running Roboform everywhere, it all synchronizes. So I go to my PC and I have access to exactly the same thing. Once you have a few things in there, you can just click on the Roboform menu, go to logins, and you can see here that's my one item I have in there. You can then edit your login database, I guess you'd call it, and you can actually create folders under here. So you might create a folder, called website, and then I'm going to move my WordPress login to that folder, and then I might record the login for my cPanel account, for my hosting account, and I'll record that into that subfolder as well, and just helps keep it organized. So if you're then browsing for a login, so you could type it in there, but if you're not sure, you can click logins as well, and you can see here I've got website, and under there I've got that. Now on my main computer I have well over 100 login cards stored in Roboform. I run different passwords across every single site, and the other excellent tool within Roboform is the generator. So you can click generate and it just shows you a random password, and I would usually change that to 12 characters and just generate new, and it generates random passwords for you, and that is what I use for all my accounts that I create online. I don't use words or whatever. I use random passwords generated by Roboform. From there, just click copy, copies it to the clipboard, and away you go. So that's about it for Roboform. If you think that might help you stay more secure online, I hope you understand how this will do that. If you'd like to have a trial, you can install Roboform desktop and record up to 10 logins for free, totally free to use. If you want to go over 10 logins, you need to buy the software. Now I'll show you, there's two options for when you buy the software. As I've mentioned, you can buy just a desktop version, which works on one machine only. To be honest, I think that's very limiting and also not a great choice if you have multiple computers that you want to use. So if we go to the purchase link on the Roboform site, you'll see here Roboform Everywhere, which is the one I highly recommend. This is US dollars, so it's $9.95 for the first year. Subsequent years is $19.95. Quite often Roboform have sales and promotions where you'll get a discount code, so quite often you go to renew and it'll be a little bit cheaper. That is the one I recommend, and I use on all my machines. Now once you do use Roboform Everywhere, there's a settings area within Roboform, and I'll just move the icon down there. You can get into the options this way or via the browser. You can, there's basically wherever you see the little Roboform icon, you can get into your options. Go into options, under options down to user data. Now sync Roboform. This is where if you had an Everywhere subscription, you'd go into settings. So I've got Roboform Everywhere and sync with an existing account, or I could do that now because I have an existing one, and what would happen is it would then create, it would synchronize all the logins I currently have in my account and bring them down to this computer, or you can just set up a new one from there. Okay, so I hope that has given you a good overview of Roboform and how that can work for you and keep you safe online. If you have any questions or would like to leave any comments, please do so in the comment section below. And there's also a link for Roboform. It's either you can get to that via the resources page on the Your IT Coach site, or there'll be a link below as well. And it is an affiliate link, so I do get a small commission if you purchase through that link at no extra cost to you. And if this video has been of some use to you, that'd be greatly appreciated if you use that link. Thank you for watching this, and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also head on over to youritcoach.info, and I also have a mailing list there where you can sign up there and get updates and not miss out on anything in the future. Thank you.